Okay, Ray Reynolds here. Ray Reynolds University started it 1977. About 43 years. And you know what happens is people get stuck. All right, if you got the American dream and you want to reach it, you're going to need some rules and tools. There's a lot of people out there doing some coaching stuff, but I just listened to one earlier this morning, and all they do is set up Dun & Bradstreet and get you supply credit. So sorry to say that's not going to get you where you need to go. So let's understand something, rules and tools. I want you to get past go. That means basically you're going to have to write some certain things down I talk about today. Get out a tablet, get out a pen, write it down. You got some choices here. It's pretty simple. You see, we got to stay safe and strong. Remember, Jesus is going to basically do the rest as we do our best. Amen. As we go through this, I have a problem with most people. You see, I watch them and I listen to them all the time, and I donate myself to about 3 companies, and they do basically a call center. Now, they do a good job, but I'm always concerned about the other companies out there. You know, the bottom line is like the Lexington laws. You know, the bottom line is if you go to Credit Services Act, Google it today, please. It says no one's allowed to collect fees up front. How are they doing that? What are they really doing? Besides lying to the credit bureaus, I don't get it. I don't get how they can collect money every day and every month when they say it can't be done. The Federal Trade Commission's flat out. You see, most people want a magic wand. Whee! I don't know about you, but mine's been broken all my life. So the bottom line is I don't like BS. You got a mess, we got to fix it, no problem. Let's understand that. If you're going to build a business and a dream, you have to realize what you have to do is pretty simple. You're going to have to go back to your score. You're going to have to learn and going to have to understand because you've been guessing, talking to your friends, family, your mom, dad, the credit bureaus, trying to guess at this. I don't want you to guess anymore. I broadcast twice a day, Monday through Friday, and all day Saturday with classes. You know, the bottom line is I like to build a relationship with you and build your dreams. I'm not going to let you down. The reality is you just have to follow through. You see, I'm the only one on the planet that got certified by the National Association of Credit Bureaus of America, signed by the security chief of TRW and Experian, Mr. Ken Yarborough. I worked with him for many years. So let's understand something. I understand the system, but I want you again, I want to hold your hand personally. I want to show you from beginning to end and see how you're going to get through this. You see, what you need is someone to basically be there for you and not basically, you know, this or that or blah, blah, blah. You know, all I can tell you for me is credit saved my life as a child. You see, I was a kid. I had to eat out of a trash can and steal off the pier. It saved my life after the coma as well. So we got some choices today. What I'd like you to do right now is get a piece of paper out. I'd like you to write down SSN. You see, when you write down SSN, let's remember one thing. You only have one of these. You have one, so that makes you the duck. You got some choices today. I want to talk about Ray's rules and tools. There's 20,000 of these to reach a multi-million-dollar company. You see, I want you to have $100,000 of credit. I don't want you to use more than 29%. That's the rules and the tools. I know that credit bureaus say 42, Credit Karma, which is free, they say 32%. Bottom line is it's 29%. Ray's rules. So listen to that, write it down. This will give you $71,000 of safety credit. That gives you the ability, if there's a pandemic or something, you got basically to what? Get past go? You see, every time you need money, all right, you need $5,000. You ask your friends, your family. You ask the bank and they say no. Did you know $5,000 is only $50 a month? And everybody I know, they waste $100 plus a week. Well, there's 4.3 weeks in a month. That means if you listen to that very carefully, understand something. All right, if you max out a card for $50,000, the payment's $612.26. So what you're kind of pissing away, you could have for a safety today. You might get a pizza or start a business or something, but it's up to you. You see, what I want you to do is never take from the family to start a business. All right, that's called silly and dumb. All right, we don't want to bring the pain where? Home. We never want to hurt the family no more. So you got some choices. It's going to be able to be simple for me. I'd like you to understand something. In 2009, I'm worth millions and billions. It didn't matter. I was actually the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles for 32 years. But I found myself in coma, all right, basically pandemic, '09. You see, I had swine flu and pneumonia. COVID-9 got me. So the reality is I almost died, and then God gave me another chance. See, I'm a person that's really straightforward. In other words, I park my corporate yachts in the backyard and race boats, and if I'm from show me state, so show me or shut up. I get so tired of the blah, blah, blah. You see, you got to realize most things don't take a long time. You should have a better score in 90 days or less, and someone can basically help and clean up your mess. But if they're taking a monthly fee and basically what, jacking up your pocket, the bottom line is you're waiting for what? A miracle? A magic wand? You got some choices with me. All right, I've never been comfortable a day in my life. You see, when you're homeless as a child, eating out of a trash can, stealing off the pier, you never feel comfortable. After making millions and billions, no matter to me, I don't feel comfortable. I'm going to go after 10 billion now. I went to 3.8 billion in 2008. That was kind of fun. But you got some choices today. I'd like you to look in the mirror today. Take a private moment for yourself. Ask yourself 2 questions. Have you completed everything you need to? Is there more to be done? See, here's the problem with most of you, maybe all of you. You go back to your friends and family, you tell them what you're going to do, and then they put it down and say, it's never going to work. You know what happens, those people? All right, they put you down and you kind of give up. I want you to go, shh, don't tell anybody what you're going to do today. Let's just go do it. See, it's very simple. See it, believe it, go get it. Me, I'll help you up to 6 days a week to do it. It's called chasing the money, chasing the dream. See, I love money. Why? Because I can pay my bills. I don't have to eat out of a trash can. I can help my family. I can help other people too. I connected the dots when a very young age. You see, I learned that a corporation is a legal person. All right, I learned that at 7.5. At 9.5, I started my first corporation. And all of a sudden, I got the mail, and it came with credit cards. Back then, credit cards came in the mail for people and corporations automatically. I got 100,000, got 1 million, then I got 1 billion. See, but this time you're going to have to follow through. That means follow through is going to be up to you. You see, yes, you're going to go back to the job you hate. Don't worry, they're going to fire you eventually. You're going to drive an Uber and deliver some pizza. Truly not the American dream. With me, there are 4 points to make money, and I'm an expert in all 4 points. If you want to fix it up, that's good. You want to basically invest in real estate too. I had $840 million of real estate in 2009. The bottom line is I'm going to hit $1 billion before the coma. Franchise, McDonald's, Taco Bell, or Wendy's, they stay open through COVID-19, but the reality is some of you want to be what, mom and pop? I pray not. You can do profit sharing. Have some fun there too. There's 84 ways to leverage money and credit. You can turn this into $1 million to $1 billion. By the way, 84 ways. I'll teach you that every step of the way. You see, buy what? Lamborghini or pay tax. What does that mean? What happens is every rich and famous person you see, they literally drive company cars and write it off. But you get a paycheck, but you barely get a check. You get the leftover, and you probably pay for a car you should not. But the bottom line is very simple. The payment, the gas, registration, insurance should go to the corporation versus you. But you steal money from the family, you roll the dice, and you bring the pain home. I'm sorry to say that's called silly and dumb. Cash flow, free up your time. Write it down, please. Cash flow, free up your time is what I'm going to always focus on. Because if I got the cash flow, I can free up my time and do what I choose to do and give the abundance that God has promised me. Raise rules. There's 20,000 of these. I want you to understand you can call 877-519-7509. That way you're stuck with me up to 6 days a week. You got to think and basically never bring the pain home. There's a science behind all this madness. Let's understand something flat out. All right, when it comes to you, you got one Social Security number. All right, you got one to play with, and you're the duck. Corporations do not pay tax till they make a profit. You got some choices here. It's going to be up to you, because remember, borrowed money is not taxable. Don't spend money, learn to loan money. The bottom line is there's a science behind all this madness. You see, I'm an affiliate to 115 creditors. I get to see things you can't see. But I get to pop credit for you, corporation, and division simultaneously. Simultaneously, I can do that for you if you'd like some more. You know, if I Daryl here, he's got 9 cards over $30,000. 9 cards for $30,000 limits. Okay, there's a lot of fees. He can't write them off because they're personal cards. So he asked me if I get him a big card. I got him a Chase Ink card, $61,000. I got him golds and platinums. American Express showed him how to pop them up to $1 million too. Got him a line of credit. See, here's the problem with all of you. You like to be the duck. I don't like to be the duck at all. Corporation's a legal person. It basically can sue or be sued. The bottom line is a corporation can have all the divisions it wants to. You see, in 1986, I developed the division under the corporate structure. What does it do? I can get a tax ID for every division. I can have basically an Experian, Trendure, and Equifax business reports. I can have a bucket of money. I can have a piece of real estate. I can have a franchise or two. If one screws up, I don't bring the pain home. I got 8 more to go. You got a choice to learn. You see, it's called winning the game of business. I wrote that first book 43 years ago. You got the ability to listen to me if you choose to. If you want a credit line, that's a cash credit line for you, personal or business, even tied to a checkbook. All right, you can get $5,000 to $100,000 to $1 million. All you got to do is call 877-519-7509. All right, we're going to always use Zelle, wire, or deposit for things because what we do is we expedite everything that I touch. See, I'm impatient like you. I want to hurry up and wait for my wife. That's okay. But when it comes to money, I want to hurry up and go. Credit lines are available up to $1 million if you choose to. Keep in mind every Saturday I do what? 8 classes live. I don't like pre-recorded crap. You ought to get into my webinars Monday through Friday, twice a day. You get stuck with me. All right, let's understand something. Credit and money is to be leveraged. House can be invested or we can fix it up. A franchise, again, a McDonald's, a Taco Bell, or a Wendy's, because we're going to basically get you past go. We don't want you to be a mom and pop. I pray not. So the ability is up to you. Let's remember something. If you're going to fix up a house today, you got to figure out one thing. You screwed up when you bought your house. You see, what you did is you had escrow tell you what to do. You should have told them what to do. Escrow close, escrow, homestead, escrow record into a trust. Unfortunately, today your house is in your name. That means if somebody sued you, they screw you and take it away. If you die, it's stuck into probate. You got a choice to listen and learn. There are rules and tools. The bottom line is I want to make sure you understand the rules, the tools. If I get you to million to billion, I don't want you to screw it up. If you're going to look for a property to fix it up, here's the problem with that. You're going to get the property in your name. All right, I'm sorry, you're going to screw up again. What I need you to do is think about this, because you're going to hire a contractor. The contractor is going to hire a subcontractor that wants to stand outside Home Depot. They're good workers, but you know, because you got the prize, they're going to cut every corner they can. And guess what's going to happen? When they slip and fall, they're going to sue you for all you got. Please do me a favor and listen to me. I want you to quickly deed that property into a division of a corporation. Divisions cost about $26. So what happens for you is very simple. All right, what happens is you also do a pledge of the equity before they sue you so they can't screw you. The bottom line is if they slip and fall and sue, guess what they do? They can't take anything from you. They get diddly squat. You see, what I want you to do today is listen to me. I want you to find out you can find all those rules and tools. Okay, it's not hard to do. All you got to do is listen and learn and realize I'm online 6 days a week. You can get stuck with me. The average property to fix up, like in California, is $83,000. So the average property in California costs $83,000 plus. You know what some of you did? You tried to play peekaboo with the IRS. You don't want to pay tax. That's kind of silly and dumb. You see, a corporation doesn't pay tax until it makes a profit. The reality is now, because of silly people like that, you're going to have to go to irs.gov. That means you're going to probably have to get in the forgiveness program. You might have to look up the 656 at 433A and B. You can't even get your COVID-19 check. Get your butt back in the system, please. You got some choices today. All right, let's understand something. We got to do this right. Now, all of you screwed up in the past. I'm sorry to say. You had $10,000 to $100,000 before, and what did you do? You pissed it away. You got to realize what we want to do to fix up that property is have 3 divisions. All right? We're going to basically, one thing to do, we're going to turn around today and we're going to have fun. And what we're going to do is basically use OPM, other people's money. The bottom line is going to be up to you. Division. A division for carpet, a division for appliances, furniture, wood. Save up to 70%. We don't want to pay a bill for 60 days. Once escrow closes, they'll pay off the debt. Now we're going to have up to $200,000 left over. That's where we're going to learn to leverage the money. You see, we get to basically leverage the money times 3 and borrow 5 times from that day forward. You see, the bank gets to borrow from the feds times 10. They'll loan us back times 5. So when you learn to leverage money, you can actually create it into more money. Keep in mind, borrowed money is not taxable. So the ability, you can actually turn that into $3 million. So if we spend the money that's borrowed and we invest it truly, we bring it back as borrowed money, there's no taxation no matter what you do. But again, you have to basically listen and learn and make sure you don't bring the pain home. It's like anything else in my life before. What I didn't want to do is I didn't want to basically pay for a Rolex. When you made money, that's great. I like to hoard the money tight because I have a problem. I remember when I was a child living in the street and stealing out of a trash can and begging off the pier. So when I wanted that $89,000 Rolex, I didn't want to buy it. I wanted to get it for free. What did I do? I set up a division for jewelry. And all I had to do is pretty simple. I basically got it at a wholesale price. That means wholesale price. What I got to do? Pretty simple. All right. I got the watch at $39,000. They overnighted it to me. What happened next? I put a loan on a watch I did not own for $46,000. The bill came in. I paid for the watch I did not own. I had $7,000 left over to maintain the payment I did not own on the watch that I had to pay a monthly payment to do. You see, what I want to do is make sure I help you. You got the ability to learn how to leverage money into millions and billions. It's going to be up to you. Everybody talks about Mr. Buffett all the time. You see, I don't understand. Most of the time they're talking blah, blah, blah. Let's understand something. Mr. Buffett, if you studied his father and him, you realize he buys companies. You know he owns Ketchup, Geico, Coca-Cola, American Express, Duracell Battery, Dairy Queen, See's Candy, all right, Fruit of the Loom. You see, when he plays in the stock market, if he loses, he writes it off. If he wins and plays it again, he goes, oops, I did it again. Your choice is to listen. The problem you all have is your doubt. That's right. You doubt you can get to where you want to go. You know, when someone owns a McDonald's, they're no different than you. All you got to do is believe in yourself and get yourself out of your way. Building your dream, that's all you got to listen to do. You see, I don't know what your goal is. The house, the business, money in the bank, pay your bills early, drive the company car. Raised rules can get you there and we can reach your dream. It's like business opportunity. We have the ability to create millions to billions. See it, believe it, go get it. There are 20,000 rules to get you where you want to go. What I want you to focus on this is simple. The credit hotline, they closed their Los office 2 weeks ago. They closed the office. They had to. COVID-19 wiped it out. So what they have is they have basically all the books and products my wife donated when I was in a coma 30 years ago. All right, I wrote these books and CDs. So today you can take advantage of this for you if you like the rules and the tools. So what happens is very simple. You have 18 books, 18 CDs. And what happens, they actually have all the notes, how to get up to that first $10 million of credit, like I did for me. That's how I brought in my first $10 million. These books and CDs I wrote 30 years ago, they worked then and work today. So what I want you to understand is the original books and CDs today, all right, are simple. The Masters Founders Kit, known as the Millionaires Founders Kit, there are 12 books and CDs. This way you get stuck with me 24/7. As you do this correctly today, what's going to happen to you is pretty simple. Because of the 4th of July is coming up this week, all right, they're usually $999. Today, you're going to get it for $399 if you sell it right away until we run out of stock. What's going to happen with that is pretty simple. If you do it today, you're also going to get the real estate system, 3 books and more CDs, how to do real estate the correct way to the corporate structure. On top of that, you're going to get the financial series. All right, how to become the bank, buckets of money, tax balancing. So you got the ability today to call basically the number and basically get from here. You can basically sell it today. We'll ship it right away to you. The ability to listen to raised rules and tools are pretty well up to you. You've got the ability to basically listen to me 24/7. And what's going to happen to you is very simple. You're going to have the ability to get past go. And don't you ever forget, on Saturday, I do 8 classes live. I don't like pre-recorded crap. I'm online twice a day, Monday through Friday. So if you want, you can get stuck with me literally. All right, 6 days a week. I can coach you. I can get you past go. I will truly get you to million to billion. I don't have any excuses. Unfortunately, most people give a lot of blah, blah, blah. Please write down this phone number today. It is 877-519-7509. That's 877-519-7509. That way you can get 18 books, 18 CDs. Now you're stuck with me 24/7. I want you to have the greatest 4th of July we can, because we're going to get past go. We're going to get through all of this. And you know what we're going to do is know one thing. At the end of the day, God loves us all.